Hello Peeps. I bring you glad tidings with some wonderful news. Old Radio Face has wangled his way onto the great weekend 50% book and ebook sale with Kobo. Absolutely fabulous. Old Buggerlugs was so happy he almost shared his chocolate. Almost? Anyhow, here is Mr. Silky Voice, Kevin E. Green, with a short snippet of Siam Storm, a Thailand adventure, and one of the marvelous novels with 50% off. You will find Siam Storm 50% discount on the link below. Enjoy the Thailand adventure and have a wonderful festive season.
Stu looked anxious, but Nick assured him. "Don't worry, she can't go with anyone else once the bar's been paid. She's been reserved," he chuckled. "Yeah, we can party first," said Spock and tutted. "Don't be falling in love, Buggerlugs. We've just got here." Nick smirked. He had seen this many times before. The lads headed into the hot, sticky night air. It was 6:30 p.m. and almost dark. They stopped at a clothes store nearby, where Stu and Spock bought vests and shorts. Spock bought a pair of thick camel shorts, which both Stu and Nick thought would be too hot to wear. They went back to the hotel and changed, with Stu and Spock excited to explore this magical place more before they met up with Dow at the Happy World bar. Stu already missed Dow as they made their way to Soi 2, a lively soi at the top end of North Pattaya. There were about 50 open bars in a covered area, many with live music. The heat was stifling, so the lads settled in one bar and sat in front of fans as a girl handed them 2 pa yens. They wiped the cold towel around their neck and forehead, letting out ahs of satisfaction. They watched a 3-piece Thai band, blasting out a not too bad version of I Shot the Sheriff, as a girl placed 3 bottles of Singer in front of them. Stu took a mouthful, grimaced and belched. "Faugh!" he said, tapping his chest and belching again. "That isn't going down well. I drank too much last night." They moved around Soi 2 for a few hours. Having a great time, they soon crept to Spannard. They came across a quiet bar, and although it had many girls, it was not as noisy as the others. They sat down and ordered beer. Stu took a gulp and grimaced. "Still not going down too well, matey?" asked Spock. "Nah," said Stu, and belched. "Nah, mine neither," said Nick. "I'll order shorts next time." Stu saw Spock looking around with a cheeky grin. "That's why he bought thick cotton shorts," thought Stu. Spock took a swig of beer, and sure enough, true to form, he took his bottle of beer, got off his bar stool, and made his way to one of the small chairs around the bar. He put his beer and lighter on a table. The people at the bar fell silent and watched as Spock got into his position, legs up, lighter ready. Spock looked around his bemused audience as he felt his methane supply bubbling, and gave one good push, furrowing his brow for extra push power. A look of relief, followed by horror, came across Spock's large face. He put his legs down, put the lighter back on the table, and nonchalantly picked up his drink. There was no flames, no entertainment, nothing. Everyone looked puzzled, and went back to their conversation and drinks. Spock looked bemused and shocked. Stu looked at Nick, and they shrugged. Stu got off his stool, went over to his large friend, and asked, "What happened, mate?" He grimaced, and wafted the air. "And what's that bloody awful smell?" Then Stu realised what had happened, and smirked. Nick then leaned back on his stool, waved his empty beer bottle, and shouted, "Lads, shall I order shorts?" Stu looked and said, "Yes, mate, order me a vodka and coke," and trying to keep a straight face continued, "And you better order Spock a size XXL. It smells like he's pooped in his." Stu then fell about laughing, and Spock felt embarrassed. He looked at his old friend in tears of laughter, and in his dulcet tone said, "Yes, matey, very funny. Now get up and go and buy me some new ones. Never trust a fart in Thailand."